Y'all want to hear some not so fucked up news? The Republicans are crashing out, y'all. Frumpy was going on a fucking Truth Social rant last night, and so it begins. Pass voter reform, voter ID, no mail-in ballots, save our Supreme Court from the packing, no two-state addition. Republicans terminate the filibuster, get back to passing legislation. He was on a roll, but he wasn't the only one. Mike Johnson went on a rant calling Mamdani an extremist and a Marxist, and the consequences felt like the entire nation was going to be paying for. Boy, shut up. Tommy talking about don't come to our fabulous red states. Bitch, don't you know blue states pay for y'all to survive? Ted Cruz was all in tears when Carol lost. Never trust a black woman that can't keep her hair done. Baby, the hate was real. Megan McMahon said, how am I supposed to raise my children in this? Girl, you so dramatic. Shut up. They white. They'll be fine. And the New York Post already had their goddamn front page together. That won't change a damn thing. Now, Wiggs R Us said there are two reasons why we lost the election last night. I wasn't on the ballot and the government shut down. It's your fault we're shut down. Stop trying to double our fucking healthcare premiums. Now, last night we had a clean sweep in Virginia. We have our first female governor. Go ahead, Abigail. We also took lieutenant governor and the fucking attorney general seat. We gained 13 seats in the House of Delegates. Mickey took governor of New Jersey. Yay! And it looks like the citizens of California did not come to play, baby. Prop 50 will be in full effect in time for the midterms. Those seats are ours. Now in Pennsylvania, all Democratic judges kept their seats, so we good. But Mississippi, I'm kind of disappointed. Republicans kept their power with a supermajority, 35-18. We did get a couple of seats, but not enough. All in all, it's looking really good for us in the midterms, but we got to keep this pace moving. I love to see white folks crash out.
It's time for Republicans to do what they have to do, and that's terminate the filibuster. It's the only way you can do it. And if you don't terminate the filibuster, you'll be in bad shape. We won't pass any legislation. There'll be no legislation passed for 3.25. We have 3.25 years, so that's a long time. But when they can't do an extension, and John, I think they've done an extension every single time they've ever been asked forever. This is the first time they haven't done an extension. Extensions are supposed to be easy, but if they won't do an extension, they won't do any bill, even a simple bill. And we should do our own bills. We should get out. We should do our own bills. We should open up. We should start tonight with the country's open. Congratulations. Then we should.
All night, all I have seen is posts like this. New York, after 25 years, how could you guys vote someone in to be the mayor of New York City who's a Muslim after Muslims did this? You know who did this? It wasn't no Muslims, bro. It was white Republican men. That's who did this. You know what else white Republican men did? Every damn recession we had in the past 40 years in this country, white Republican men did that. You know what else white Republican men did? Hurricane Katrina, the war on Iraq, Desert Storm, the war on drugs, stop and frisk. White Republican men did all of that, all of it. And you want us to worry about a Muslim man? My enemy ain't no Muslim man. The enemy in this country is a white Republican man. That is enemy number one in the United States of America. It is a white Republican man who's walking around here playing dictator, thinking he the mustache man, thinking he runs. Oh, if New York City votes in Mamdani, we're going to cut federal funding to New York City. You kidding me? The greatest city in the world don't need your help. What are we talking about? It was white T men who put the pew-pews in the hands of Al-Qaeda back in them days. It was white America who literally taught those people who flew those planes into them buildings how to fly them planes in the first place. Or did we forget? George Bush daddy has something to do with the World Trade Center booming in 1993. And you find it coincidental that his son was president when the planes crashed into them buildings and the buildings fell? And we blaming Muslims? Y'all the one that was sitting there bothering them, booming their families, unaliving their people, and you think they wasn't going to get their get back? And on top of that, you idiotic selves taught them how to do so. 25 years later, you want to blame one Muslim man who's trying to make a difference, who's trying to help people because of y'all past mistakes. The gaslighting is crazy, bro.
Congratulations to Zoran Mandani.
Well, you can't imagine how disappointed I am.
This is a horrible blow.
I honestly
just
feel
did a
bad.
lot of
I have
blow.
friends of mine in New York. My phone is blowing up. They are officially depressed and scared.
And this was also a hostile takeover by the Democratic Socialists of America.
And this is
Oh,
a crazy
what is that?
situation. It's a very, very sad
Ball sack
Maybe
with
the
a mouth?
stylish candidate as
Exactly.
well.
The rapping video. The cool kid.
Older people. This isn't just Gen Z or
I
Gen
agree.
X.
I
They are
agree with you. 100%.
boomers and that kind of thing.
Yeah, I see this as a disaster for New York City. And
They're on meltdown. All right. Well, I want to bring in our panel. They'll cheer me up.
Yes, folks, that titillating feeling, that feeling you're experiencing right now is called Schadenfreude. I'm sure a lot of you know what that is. It's just so fun to see all of their sadness. Mayor Mamdani. It's got a nice ring to it. I'm all the way in Phoenix, but you know what? He's my mayor too. Hey, to all of the New Yorkers who said you'd be leaving New York if he won, there's like, what, 1 million of you or whatever they said there was, you're going to have to stick to that, I hope you know. So are you going to start selling your properties tomorrow, or have you already started to pick out your new place in Florida or Texas or wherever you're going to flee to like a chicken? Like a sensitive snowflake chicken? Or are you going to go back on your word, because that's who you are? Put up or shut up time, folks. Mostly on the shut up part. And another win in New Jersey? Come on, Mikey Sherrill. And another? Why am I Yoda all of a sudden? Spanberger Abigail wins, she does. And there's a few other elections that flipped from red to blue here in Virginia. What's that? Prop 50 also gets approved? The ethical way, with people voting? It's almost as if people hate Trump and MAGA. This is only a small step in the grand scheme of things. Let's be realistic here. But if this is a sample, then great things are about to happen. Trump is already throwing temper tantrums. Trump wasn't on the ballot and shut down one of the two reasons the Republicans lost elections tonight, according to pollsters. Oh, thank God he provided a source. Can you please explain to me how the government shutdown made people not vote for Republicans? Republicans, terminate the filibuster, get back to passing legislation and voter reform. President DJT. Ooh, I think he's made some big boom booms in his SpongeBob underoos. Pass voter reform, voter ID, no mail-in ballots, save our Supreme Court from packing, no two-state edition, etc. Someone needs his baba. Or maybe just an extra Big Mac for the big guy. Yeah? Maybe that'll make him feel better? Anyway, don't care, love it.
It is safe to say he is freaking out. We got a lot of caps about Election Day, and he does not like that the redistricting amendment, Prop 50, is probably going to pass. And that means it's rigged because mail-in voting. Before that, he basically said, I don't care that a judge said that I have to release SNAP benefits that have already been accounted for and will keep people from starving. I don't care. I don't care Republicans that are going to starve. No, I don't care about you. But you got to blame the Democrats. Yep. Oh, and he really wants that filibuster gone now. He knows. He went on multiple rants about it and makes some stuff up about affordability. And, any Jewish person that votes for Zoran Mamdani, a proven and self-professed Jew hater, is a stupid person. But this one is really what it comes down to. He is not lying here. The Democrats are far more likely to win the midterms in the next presidential election if we don't do the termination of the filibuster. Because it will be impossible for Republicans to get common sense policies done with these crazy Democrat lunatics being able to block everything by withholding their votes. For 3 years, nothing will be passed and Republicans will be blamed. Elections, including the midterms, will be rightfully brutal. He's basically saying that if we don't eliminate the filibuster so we can game things better, they're screwed. And yeah. He says, if we eliminate the filibuster, we'll get everything approved, like no Congress in history, we'll have fair, free, and safe elections. Oh, that's a red flag. No men and women's sports or transgender for everybody. Strong borders, major tax on energy. What? Oh, apparently the Democrats are going to eliminate the Second Amendment immediately. Like, that's not how things work, and you know it. And it literally didn't happen, and they just had a trifecta, and it would never happen. They are far more likely to do well in the upcoming election, which could mean a packed Supreme Court, 2 more states, and 4 more Democrat senators, D.C. and Puerto Rico. Why are you just automatically assuming that? And 8 more electoral votes. Oh, yeah, he knows. Remember, because they're going to end the filibuster as soon as they get the chance. Well, they didn't last time, but this is exactly what I said, that you might as well be the first one to do it, because if you lose control, he's going to push this until he gets his way. He goes into all caps. Oh, boy. He wants that filibuster gone. I don't know what to say. I mean, this maniac's been doing this for years, and the only truth that is consistent is he cares about gaining power and wealth and avoiding accountability. And if voting is fair, he knows what's about to happen today, and he knows what would happen next year. And that's why his entire focus is going to be cheating, because he's a con man.
Hi, Donald. How are you feeling about Democrat Zoran Mamdani winning the New York mayoral election?
New York
York will remain a city of immigrants, a city built by immigrants.
And Democrat Mickey Sherrill winning the New Jersey governor election.
I am incredibly honored to be your next governor.
And Democrat Abigail Spanberger winning the Virginia governor election.
Tonight, we sent a message.
It makes you feel sad. Oh, I know, baby. Sorry, are you playing Hurt by Johnny Cash in the background, Donald? I can't really hear you. Now you're playing Memory from Cats the Musical on top of that, Donald. Is that Adele you're adding into the mix now? It's really quite horrible to listen to, Donald. Now you've thrown Billie Eilish, What Was I Made For, into the mix. Why not? Donald, these 4 songs when played together don't gel at all. What do you mean you're going to listen to what Mamdani said? What are you talking about?
So, Donald Trump, I have 4 words for you. Turn the volume up.
No, Donald, please don't do that.
Jesus, the post-election meltdown has already started. Someone take the keyboard away from Peepaw, please. It's funny that he says Trump wasn't on the ballot and that's why Republicans lost tonight, because he's basically just admitting that his party is reduced to nothing more than a cult of personality. He just took a dump on the entire Republican Party. He said, you just have no substance, and if it weren't for me, you'd lose every election. The most hilarious part of this bit is that Trump doesn't even realize these pollsters are pointing out all the ways that he ruined re-election chances for Republicans. Someone please explain to me why these folks on the right are still getting on their knees for this man. He doesn't respect them, which is not news to anybody, but damn. And also, if the Democrats, according to y'all, are the ones that are perpetuating the shutdown, wouldn't they be the ones losing elections tonight? Not y'all. Anyway, President Kanks McGee is too dumb to realize he's quoting his own diss track, and if his followers don't realize he's taking a dump all over them too, they're just as dumb as he assumes they are.
How is it that you think an election in New York, and whether they elect Mamdani or Cuomo as the governor, is somehow a referendum on Donald Trump and his administration, or something that's happening in California or New Jersey? These are Democrat-run areas that Kamala Harris easily won.
This is why. Is because Trump endorsed Cuomo and Cuomo fucking lost. That's a referendum on this guy. Oh, what does it have to do with California? I'm glad you asked. They passed Prop 50. Good job, California, which was a direct response to Texas redistricting on an off census year because Donald Trump directly fucking asked them to shore up House votes. It's a referendum on Donald Trump, this is. Well, what does that have to do with New Jersey? He endorsed Chitterelli. And he lost for the 3rd time, by the way, to Mikey Sherrill. Good job, Mikey. Off-year, midterm local elections are often a reflection on how the general public feels about the current administration, whether that's relevant or not. And in this instance, I think we can all say, nobody's fucking psyched about your guy. Sorry, it's a referendum on Donald Trump.
Secretary of State in Kentucky had to make a post explaining to the people of Kentucky that they cannot cast a vote for the mayor of New York City or the governor in Virginia because they were calling in asking why their polling place was closed. Now, this has actually cleared up something for me personally because I couldn't wrap my head around why someone in Kentucky or in Oklahoma was so pressed about the mayor in New York City that wasn't going to impact their life in the slightest. And this kind of cleared that up for me. It actually makes a lot of sense now. They thought that Zohran Mamdani might have some governing power over them in Kentucky. Or they do understand that these elections have nothing to do with them, but still assume that there was an election happening in Kentucky and were ready to walk into a polling place not knowing who or what they were casting a vote for. They were just ready to walk in completely uninformed. This is what we're dealing with. This is America.
2028 is going to be a dogfight. I don't want to be the party pooper. We definitely have all the reason to celebrate with the fucking sweeping elections they had in Northeastern America, okay? But 2028 is going to be a dogfight. That's just, it's like something I'm passionate about. Like, I feel like we downplay what happened in January 2021. Yo, he did not do a peaceful transfer of power, and he's back in the Oval Office. I'm on the edge of my seat to see what kind of fucking propaganda, lying bullshit they try to say happened with the fucking sweep victory Democrats just had. It's almost like when you spend the last 11 months doing whatever the fuck you want, the country doesn't want you in power. You want it to be where this guy wins some fucking how against all odds or crumb of logic, of sense, or anything like that. And then you simply vote, and the elections are so like solidified, so concrete. You don't question it. You don't attack it. It's so believable. It's damn near perfect that it's just a clear indication we don't fuck with this. Get the fuck out. It's not that, and I don't know if it's ever been that, right? There's the argument that Abraham Lincoln ended slavery for political reasons, not because he truly saw how inhumane slavery was, right? This shit goes way, way the fuck back. What I'm trying to say is, for every victory we gain as we approach the next presidential election, we have to understand that that shit is going to be a dogfight. And I pray to God that I'm only speaking figuratively. I don't get on here to fucking fearmonger. I get on here to be a part of all of the creators that are screaming endlessly, trying to make people aware as early as fucking possible so that whoever the fuck runs in 2028 that tries to further this bullshit evil MAGA agenda, they don't get caught up in the, oh, I didn't know he was going to do all of this. Wrong. We yelled at you from 2025 to fucking 2028, dummy. How did you not know? They are going to undermine elections. They are going to use AI to their advantage. There are people, millions of people falling for Sora 2 right now. MAGA's going to use that. You don't vote your way back to a democracy when it's a dictatorship. Votes don't fix a dictatorship. Can we swallow that now, pre-Christmas 2025, before 2028 gets here, and then he says, oh, by the way, I'm not fucking leaving. Fuck your election. And then he goes in his fucking bunker. They want to put soldiers in every city for an immediate response team. Why the fuck do you think they want to do that?
So all you MAGA in New Jersey that said you were going to move out of state if Mikey won, why are you still here? Why haven't you moved yet? Because not only did Mikey win, she crushed Jack. But not just crushed Jack, crushed you. Now let me show you why exactly Jack got crushed. That's your reason. That is your reason right there. Jack tied himself to Trump. Trump is now a losing ticket. And you know who else is seeing this? Republican congressmen, Republican senators. Everybody is now going to distance himself from this loser. There must have been, I don't know, 1 billion signs of Jack in New Jersey. Everywhere you go, you see signs. Signs, signs, signs. Fuck your signs. Signs don't vote. People do. The Democrats wiped the floor last night with all Republicans. You Republicans didn't win dick. Nothing. And that is just going to show you what's going to happen in the midterms. Because when the midterms come and you guys get wiped, what do you think we're going to do? You could say goodbye to your Lord and Savior, Donald Trump. He's done. He not only is going to be impeached, then the trials start, MAGA. The trials. The MAGA party is dead. The MAGA party is no longer. And we're going to make sure of it. You have put such energy and enthusiasm behind us. The blue wave is going to be something like you've never seen before. And it's coming to a town near you. Tell me what you guys think in the comments. And if you guys haven't thrown me a follow yet, please do. Have a day!
And let's not forget Mike Johnson. This man went full drama mode, calling Mondani an extremist and a Marxist. Like every time a Republican runs out of talking points, they just start throwing around the word Marxist like it's a spell that's supposed to fix everything. Sir, calm down. You're not fighting communism. You're just mad because your side keeps falling apart in public. Republicans right now look like a group project gone wrong. Everybody's blaming each other. Nobody's doing the work, and somehow they're still trying to act like the smartest ones in the room. The party of discipline can't even discipline itself. And let's be honest, when Trump starts ranting about saving the Supreme Court or ending mail-in ballots, it's never about saving democracy, it's about saving himself. Every time election season comes around, he starts shaking the table, hoping people forget what he actually did while he was in office. The funny part, even his supporters are starting to look tired, like, bro, we've heard this speech 100 times, you got anything new? So yeah, the meltdown has officially begun, and I'm here for every bit of it. Republicans are crashing out publicly, Trump is yelling into the void, and Mike Johnson is auditioning for a telenovela. Anyway, guys, drop your thoughts in the comments. Are y'all surprised, or is this just another episode of The GOP Can't Keep It Together? Don't forget to like, subscribe, and share the video to help the channel out.